Look, mate. Low-key thing here. Facebook PvP is actually pretty good. Like you will think, especially for someone in his MMR, his PvP is like kinda crazy. Like I cannot wait to see him in Nation Wars if he faces other Protoss players. You know? Speaking of other Protoss players, this is not a Protoss player. This is a Zerg player. This is the Peruvian player for Eximius. Well, what is it called? The Exeritus. Exeritus something. Yes, thank you. This is NeosShaggy.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have the Brazilian Terran player representing Eximius Gaming. It is AreZ.
See, mate, this is how a Terran base should look. Modern CC, modern SCVs.
Beautiful. Beautiful. None of this classic skin nonsense, mate. I did just want to say something from the chat as well, which I love to see. Ho Harm said, Double face smash. Double face greater than brick wall. Beautiful.
Mate, next time don't bring a hammer, bring Tavo.
Ay. Oh god, and now he can take a little bit of a break, you know, he can stretch, he can get some food, get some water, as he's waiting for the winner of this series. Meanwhile, I also want to apologize, and maybe Tavo has some explaining to do. He did not play mech against the Zerg Lord. We didn't get to see mech on display, but you know what? AreZ, he's got your back.
Yes, AreZ is a very mechy player. I wouldn't say he is the mech player in the region, but he definitely is up there. And these two players, AreZ and NeosShaggy, are the two players that are two of the players that are like getting low-key good, mate. Like they're getting improved over the years. I remember the first tournament that I cast AreZ, and he was like, I think he wasn't even diamond even. I wanna say. Also NeosShaggy, I'm pretty sure that I once saw NeosShaggy as a gold player or something like that. And now look at them, mate. They're both Master 1. They're both like just one match away from going to the qualifying match for DreamHack. Look at them go.
Yeah, I 100% agree. When I think of NeosShaggy and AreZ, you know, I also remember when I didn't get to see them when they were gold, unfortunately, but I saw them when they were diamond. And we also got to see them slowly rise the ranks over time. It's great to see them. They haven't hit that pro level yet, but they're kind of like the up-and-comers, you know, they're kind of like the future of the scene, maybe. Like, I don't know if they're going to be able to continue to improve the way they have, but they are some of the most active players.
Oh my god, that SCV just killed a drone.
Whoa, what just happened? Oh, what? Crazy. Also, I will always remember AreZ for, it was last year, DreamHack, maybe fall or summer, where he took a game off of B-Lord. I will always remember that. Crazy.
Mate, these boys are going places, mate. I'm pretty sure in 10 years, mate, we're not gonna see, you know, Juanito versus Serral in DreamHack, mate. We're gonna see something like NeosShaggy versus Baby Marine.
They're gonna say NeosShaggy versus White Ninja, mate. Let's go. Let's. Oh god. Yeah.
In 10 years, mate, everyone will stop playing StarCraft except Latin America.
Ay. Meanwhile, again, a very cute move here early on, delaying the third hatchery for a little bit, and this is what we were talking about. AreZ, he doesn't necessarily have to go mech every game, but more often than not, he does, just like this game.
Yeah, meanwhile, oh, that is a... Okay, mech is going on, and by the way, that's a really early sport that NeosShaggy made. I mean, I think he was really scared of whatever NeosShaggy was doing, because I don't think he didn't even scout the main base yet.
Yeah, this is the scout for the main. He's trying to get in, and it looks like he will get past the marine. He will scout the second factory.
No, he's like, mate, where's your start point? What the hell?
Yeah, what is going on as, oh my god, NeosShaggy able to shut down, completely surround all of these Hellions. He will be able to survive the early game, deal with all the aggression, and he's safe to drone up.
Yes, he's safe to run up. He's safe to to control the map, and more importantly, mate, he will be safe to spread that creep.
Oh yeah, yeah. The creep is being spread. Meanwhile, AreZ doubling down on the mech, throwing down 2 armories already. I don't even know if he's going to have enough gas to start 1-1, but you know, if he does, he will. My god. And yeah, we'll see what kind of mech AreZ is going for. As so far, it does look like the more standard, you know, Hellion tank.
I love it. I love it. This is the mecha that everyone loves and respects, you know?
Oh god.
You just amass enough tanks, put enough HP in front of them, and everything is going to obliterate. The only thing that you have to be worried about is when the meta switch is going to happen. You need to be scouting constantly for that, mate, because if you suddenly have 20 tanks and zero anti-air, you're not going to matter that you have 20 tanks.
Yeah, you're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong. I also, I think you'd love it. We just published a video, a VOD of a Korean tournament that we casted. We casted Quanta, which is a Korean Terran, up against the Zerglord. And Quanta played mech, and, mate, Quanta went Mass Thor. And won. It was crazy, mate. It was crazy.
Wait. Was it Mass Thor with something else, or only Thor?
He opened up with an armory. He went medevac. He went quad Thor drop with +1. Four Thors went across the map and killed a hatchery. They killed the Zerglord's third, mate. Oh my god, it was crazy.
Look, I remember when I was a new player in StarCraft 2 back in the days of Wings of Liberty, when I was silver.
Yep.
I used to open like 2 base Thor.
Yeah.
like CC Thor expands. You know, and I remember I entered a tournament like for low-level players, and I saw the bot afterwards, and the casters was like, "Why is this guys taking the gas so early in the game?" And I just wanted my Thors made as soon as I could.
True. I know it's a little bit early for Asher Bro, but Asher Bro, he was actually casting with me. He's another Terran player, and mate, we were so happy with what we were seeing. So there are multiple ways to play mech if you want to be creative enough. It is possible. But for the time being, the game has been relatively passive. You were talking about it. There it is. Spire is on the way for NeosShaggy.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure that NeosShaggy has not scouted it, right? I mean, AreZ has not scouted it, right?
He has no idea.
He has no idea. He has turrets in his main base, so, you know, a good precaution. But the important part is he has no anti-air other than 2 Thors.
Oh,
2 Thors can help, but it's not. Sometimes it's not enough.
Yeah, they're basically 2 safety Thors. We can see as soon as he made them, he went back into tanks. So he's just trying to be safe just in case. But as you said, they're very immobile. There are no medevacs to like boost them around so they can like be where they need to be. So AreZ can definitely be exploited depending on where the mutas go.
Yes, and the mutas are going. I think finally AreZ sees them and he's like, oh shit. And immediately Thors and Widowmines are starting.
Yeah, Thors are on the way. Meanwhile, the first 2 Thors already dealing a lot of damage to the mutas.
Yeah, the boxing is not good enough. You can only box when there is 1 Thor.
Oh no!
Mate, he just threw away like 8 Mutalisks.
Jesus.
For 1 Thor.
Literally, 8 mutas go down to the first Thor. That's the thing. Thors can be terrifying. They can absolutely destroy mutas if they bunch up like that. Meanwhile, the NeosShaggy's going to try and break in, but the wall of Terran is strong.
Yeah. Now that NeosShaggy knows exactly the composition of his opponent, he is switching to Roaches. But I feel that this is a kind of late switch.
Yeah.
Like, +1 attack just only finished. +1 range attack has not even begun. And how many Roaches are there? We have 4 Roaches, mate.
Yeah, I'm worried as well.
I feel that if AreZ just move out at the moment, he will win.
100%. I'm even more concerned because we have +2 melee on the way. It's like, you know, we're going into Hydra, Lurker, Viper apparently. Like, melee isn't really going to help us here, NeosShaggy. So it's an upgrade that he started earlier and he's committed to it. I don't know how much it's really going to help him out there.
Wait, what the hell is that upgrade? Is that the turret range thingy?
High sec auto tracking. There we go. It is turret, yeah.
That is one of the things that you rarely see in any game, mate, even in low level. Finally, the Mutalists break in and they start killing a lot of SCVs. But the Thors are going in across all the bases, mate. The Mutalists are starting to get shot down.
Oh my god, another wave of Mutas go down. 13 in total have died this game. Oh god, Mutas, no!
No! Oh god, another couple went down with that extra Thor shot.
Not like this. Ay, ay, ay. And AreZ, after defending against the Mutas, he's getting his 4th base up and running. His SCV count is looking quite strong. 3-3 is on the way for his vehicle upgrades. My god.
This man is on point, mate. When he made those two armories, mate, he really meant to use them.
Oh yeah, yeah. He has been so on point, as you said, on all of those upgrades. Meanwhile, to be fair, he is giving NeosShaggy a lot of time, but like, is this really the best army? He has Banelings here. He just started Baneling speed. He just noticed he didn't have it.
Yeah, this is a really big army, mate. There's not as many tanks as there could possibly be, but this is a lot of tortoise, a lot of HP, mate. And more importantly, retreat is on the way with only 1-1 for the opponent.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we have +2 for the melee copium. It'll help. We'll see.
Those Bailey's are gonna do extra damage, man.
True.
And there we go. Everything is going to this army, mate. Oh, nice round by NeosShaggy, mate, and with the Biles, the tanks are actually gonna go down. The question is, can this army to take out the Thors? And the answer is yes, it is. Mate, NeosShaggy just cleaned up the army of AreZ. What the hell?
Yeah, exactly. AreZ, I am a little bit surprised that he pushed out because, mate, 3-3, it's almost done. You know, like, he just had to wait a little bit longer and hit with his upgrades. Instead, he went a little bit prematurely. NeosShaggy had the mass surround, the best engagement he could have hoped for. Unfortunately, he doesn't have enough to keep going because there are reinforcing tanks, so he cannot aggressively, like, you know, hinder, like, the 4th or the 3rd. But that was a great fight.
Yeah, that was an incredible fight, man. And here I was thinking like, oh, he's dead, and no. But speaking of dead, these drones are actually dead, man.
Speaking of dead, look at these goddamn drones. 8 of them go down. Ay, ay, ay. But again, NeosShaggy, he's stabilizing for the most part. And an interesting move, he's going for a Greater Spire.
Yeah, This is... Okay, Bailey's destroying the wall, but unfortunately do not manage to crash into the SCVs. There were more than enough tanks to defend. And meanwhile, what they can crash into the worker line is those Hellions. More workers are dying, 5 workers in total. Finally, they're getting up out and they take out that 6-1 just in the end.
Oh, exactly. Take it down. Meanwhile, we have a bit of a double scan here by AreZ. This will confirm the Hive. This will confirm the Greater Spire. He is fully aware of the switch, and he is preparing by going into more Thors.
I don't know. If I were him, I would probably throw a few starports, mate. Like, yeah. Thors are good, but if you have, you know, even just a few Broodlords, they can mess up a lot with the AI of the Thors.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Like, Thors can be okay, but they're really difficult to control against Broodlords. Going into Vikings, or even throwing down a Fusion Core and getting ready to go into BCs, that could work well here for a meching Terran. But for the time being, NeosShaggy, he is trading a little bit. He has to free up supply. He has a lot already invested in this Roach Ravager.
Yes, and he's trading really good. The tanks are not quite in position to destroy them. And ooh, nice Biles, almost nice Biles. He almost take out the units. But yeah, destroy a free supply, destroy whatever you can with the units because you're not going to use it. But oh my god, AreZ is not going to defend. He has more than enough at home, so everything else is moving across the map. But the Broodlords, mate, they're almost ready.
Oh my god, the Broodlords are in position. They do take one Woodmine shot to the face, and it looks like AreZ, he may let them finish. The Thors are trying to get on top of them.
No, Thors, you need to change. Okay, they changed the other guns, and finally they gonna target those Broodlords. Only one Broodlord finish.
Yeah,
this is a big deal. One Broodlord is not a problem, really.
Oh my god, but you know what? We have Vipers, we have more Broodlords on the way. Is this going to be enough? NeosShaggy, he just lost one of his bases, but we only have 2 Thors here.
I mean, the Thors are targeting the Broodlords really well, but yeah, it's not enough. There's a lot of army here that is going over this Broodlord, and finally, the Thors are dealt with, and the tanks, they cannot defend against these Broodlords, and they forced to go back.
Yeah, exactly. 3 Broodlords is all you need. He's able to force all of this back. There's just very, very limited anti-air. AreZ, he's trying to escape. He's trying to get all the way back home, and he will save a lot of his tanks, to be fair. Yeah, and we have a really peculiar game here. I'm just so surprised that the majority of the corruptors were dealt with, and NeosShaggy is not rebuilding those corruptors.
Who these corruptors made when all your workers are getting barbecued by another Rombai of Helios, now Hellbat made, and oh my god, this is a big army, a lot of tanks, a lot of Torsis, a lot of HP made, and everything is melting for NeosShaggy.
Oh my god, the Liberators with their auto attacks as well kill every single one of those Broodlords. The Vipers are being chased down as well. Every single drone was roasted towards the top left, and the army is forcing himself into that third base.
Now it's NeosShaggy who is on the ropes. Mate, a lot of tanks, a lot of Hellions, a lot of Thors. What does NeosShaggy has to defend? Where are the roaches? I saw a lot of roaches being built, but where are they?
They gotta go clean up the Hellbats, and I don't blame him. You know, the Hellbats do have to be dealt with, but the roaches are nowhere where they need to be.
Unfortunately, NeosShaggy loses one base, almost loses another on the other side. No, Viper, one Viper got killed. Look at that body floating.
Viper goes down. We have 2 more Vipers here. They do get a couple of yoinks off on these Thors, and it looks like AreZ is trying to dive on top of them, but he goes into tank range.
Yeah, that was a bad idea, and yeah, NeosShaggy calls GG, and that AreZ takes game number 1.
GG, well played. AreZ will be able to take the first game. But there were some moments there for NeosShaggy, especially that first big engagement on the map with the mass around went as well as it could have. The Broodlord switch was a little bit awkward though, and he never really completely committed to it.
Yeah, so GG, AreZ takes game number 1, mate, and he's just 1 map away from qualifying to not qualifying, going into the qualifying match.
Oh yeah. Meanwhile, it looks like we're getting some updates again. Shout out to Renegade X, as it seems as if Eggs did already take down his opponent. Eggs did take down Tiratuga, but it went all the way to the ace match.
Cool. So X is almost in the qualifying match as well. He's gonna face the winner between Scions and Infanson. Yes, so it's gonna be a PVC on the other side of the bracket.
Hey, I'm so worried for Eggs. If he's dropping maps to Tiratuga, like, I know how much he hates playing. No one likes playing against Protoss, to be fair. But Infanson and Zions, they can be scary. They've beaten Eggs before. I hope he's more importantly mentally preparing himself for that qualifying match.
Yes. So, but that is on the other side of the bracket. There's still no time to ponder on that because mate, the lobby is ready. We're just waiting for the players to start.
Yep, we are just waiting for our players. We just finished up our first game. We'll see if we have a third. We'll see if NeosShaggy can fight back here against the mech of AreZ. Unless, do you think he plays Bio today? Bio in game 2?
It is Glittering Ashes as the map, so I will say no. I will say, look. Let's say that you are NeosShaggy, okay? And you are playing on this map against an opponent that you're gonna go mech. That you know he's gonna go mech, okay? How FU are you?
You're like, I can't quite 12 pool on a map like this. Oh, God.
So yeah, welcome everyone. Welcome to Glittering Ashes LE and Spawny here. The Zerg player, the orange Zerg player for what is it called? Exeritus Ignot? Yes? This is NeosShaggy.
And And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Glittering Ashes LE, we have the Brazilian Terran player himself representing Eximius Gaming. Currently up 1-0 in this best of 3 series. It is AreZ.
Mate, you know what NeosShaggy remind me of? You know?
What did he remind you of?
Where's Neo, mate? You know, another name that I completely missed in the bracket. Where is Neo?
True. Unfortunately, just like a lot of players, well, not all players, I guess, he does kind of have to focus on his classes a little bit. He has been focusing on that instead. Unlike his brother, I guess, in this bracket, he opted to go to class instead of playing in the tournament.
Well, I mean, I guess someone won't have his contract renewed.
You know, mate. Hey, look, I said it before. I say it again, mate. We need a lawyer, okay? That's what that's what Nia is doing right now, mate. Let's go.
You're not paying for a player. You're paying for a lawyer.
Exactly. Oh god. So yeah, alas, we did miss Neo here in these qualifiers.
Yeah. Meanwhile, coming back to the game, just AreZ going for a quick check on the base of his opponent, checking that there is an actual, natural base, and his opponent is not cheesing him in any way. Yeah, he's just gonna go the same team that he did in last game. He's gonna be annoying, trying to delay this tier base for this player.
Yeah, if you remember in game 1, he actually killed the drone at the third base location. Could he do it again? At the moment, the drone is fighting back, chipping away at this SCV, but the Reaper is on the way.
It's on the way, but oh my god, is he gonna kill the SCV?
Oh!
You can do it, you can. Oh, he killed the SCV and saves the drone, mate. That was nice.
The
this
moves.
Is vengeance, mate, for last game.
The moves by NeosShaggy. Let's go. He has to be a little bit careful though. The Reaper is still here, ready and waiting for that drone. Lings are coming out. Queen is on the way. NeosShaggy's gonna try and save this as the drone cancels and rebuilds the gas.
Yeah, that drone doesn't want to die. He's like, I have eyes. Oh no, he's still here.
Meanwhile, Queen rocks up, and with the help of the Queen, the Reaper's gonna have a hard time. Yo, he wants to try and force another cancel though. Up. He's gonna hug the gas geyser. Oh!
Oh, and he kills the worker at the end. That is so sad, mate. It was so close. If I were NeosShaggy, I will probably just let it finish.
Yeah. Just let it finish, or just like try and expand over here on the left hand side instead. Regardless, AreZ does get the drone, and now he's going to be able to sneak into the main base and make sure that there is no crazy gases, no crazy like early roach warren or anything like that.
The Reaper managed to enter. He's gonna scout everything without any problem. But he has to be careful. There are queens here. I think that Reaper is doomed.
Yeah. Reaper does get boxed in, but again, he gave his life for the cause, saw everything, made sure there was no cheese, killed the drone. Not bad.
Man, yeah, that is a problem if you are an infantry unit for a player that plays mech.
Mm-hmm.
You're disposable.
Yeah. Oh god. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. You know that like your parents don't love you, It's he's the middle child in the family. The Hellions, the tanks, they're all getting the affection they want.
Oh god, so sad.
Meanwhile, AreZ is once again going for those factories. Second factory's already on the way. Again, as you were saying, hey, if it works on a map like 2K Atmospheres, why not go for it on Glittering Ashes?
Sure. Yes, and there we go. Meanwhile, Hellions trying to find a place where they can enter, but they are selling Sun Queens everywhere.
Oh my god.
He was very lucky that he didn't lose a single Hellion there.
Yeah. I was gonna say, mate, that was a juicy line of drones, mate. That was oh my, I was so worried for NeosShaggy there. If the Hellions pull the trigger. Speaking of pulling the trigger, they go all the way into the natural.
Yeah, they're going into a natural, and they managed to enter the main base, mate. How many workers will be able to kill?
Oh my god, the boys are being pulled so far. Not too many workers. The queens are going to force them all the way back. And 3 drone kills? Ah, this is acceptable.
I don't know, mate. Was it five drones? Five Hellions for 3 drones? I don't know, mate. I find it questionable.
I meant to say acceptable for the Zerg player. So I apologize. I wasn't clear on that.
There we go. Yeah, that was not a good trade. I think AreZ went a little bit greedy with that entry. You know, I like. Sure, you can maybe pick a drone here and there, but like enter into the main base with only five Hellions without blue flame. Like no, mate. But mate, 3 4 Hellions are gonna be more lucky because there is nothing here to defend, mate.
Yeah, what he lacked in the first Hellion run by, he will make up for here in the second. As though once again the drones are pulled to turn around and fight, and literally the entire mineral line gets roasted.
Yes, 15 workers. The Hellions are gonna be lost, but this was definitely a war trade for a Terra player.
Yeah, this was not acceptable for the Zerg player. NeosShaggy, oh god, he goes for a bit of a scout, confirming what he already knew. Let's be real, it is going to be Mech 1-1 on the way once again. AreZ always on point with his upgrade timings here. And a really nice start to the game, even better than game 1.
Yes, definitely. So now it is up to NeosShaggy to see what he does to like return to form, to be equal to his opponent. But remember, AreZ is a very defensive player. I don't think you're gonna find many holes here.
Exactly, he tries to delay this 3rd CC, but in the process he loses a decent chunk of his lings. The 3rd CC will get up and running. NeosShaggy going into roaches a little bit faster. I do appreciate that this time he didn't invest into those melee upgrades. But he actually just didn't go for Evo Chambers at all.
I don't know if I like that, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that. Speaking of things that I do not like, AreZ is also going for something different this game, mate. He is going for the other style of mech that we see a lot, which is the Hellion with Cyclones instead of tanks.
Yeah, the Ferrari mech, mate. Let's go. We do have Cyclones and Hellions on the way here for AreZ. So a much more mobile style and a much more active style of mech. And this change of pace could catch NeosShaggy a little bit off guard here, as this time he's on top of things and he will get us around on some of these Hellions.
Yeah, definitely nice around here by AreZ, by NeosShaggy. Takes the Hellions apart, and yeah, he loses I think only 2 or 3 workers with that run by. That was okay. No, the Hellion don't come back.
Don't turn around, puppy.
Man, what's up with today and players having the units come back just to die?
Yeah, not like this. Oh god, at least the Hellions are still alive. They're able to meet up with the rest of the army as well. They chase down a handful of these roaches, and this is an important scout. Now NeosShaggy is fully aware of the Hellions and Cyclones, and ideally you want to be working on a spellcaster. You want to be working on getting infestors out.
Yeah, and there go, the infestation pit is on the way. +1 is finally on the way. It's going to be ranged, so we're going to see a lot of Roach Ravager this game. 12 Ravagers are in production at the moment, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Now that AreZ is going for a different composition, I don't know how good or bad is NeosShaggy gonna be when fighting it.
True. Like, we saw how well AreZ could be, like, with a more defensive style of mech. Now he's doing something different. Both players are. So we're gonna have a very different game and maybe even a different outcome. We'll see, as again the Hellion run-by is being called out here by NeosShaggy. At the same time, we have a force towards the north, but again, NeosShaggy, he split up his army incredibly well.
Yeah, nice. 177 supply for NeosShaggy, 150 for AreZ. Now that he's at around 150 supply, it is more or less the time when the mech player is gonna start thinking about moving out.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame him if he does move out pretty soon. I mean, 2-2 is about to finish up. Oh, was a little bit late with +2 armor for his vehicles, so not as crisply timed as we would like. Meanwhile, a bit of a Ravager run-by. Interesting move here. A very expensive run-by as he takes down a couple of depots.
Oh, he's gonna take out a lot of depots right now. AreZ is supply block.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
NeosShaggy getting a surprising amount of damage here, gets every single one of these depots, will back off, and now he's thinking about maybe denying this fourth.
Yeah, not a bad idea, not a bad idea. You already did a little damage on the tier base, and you see that all the armies over there. Why not attack on the other side of the map? And there we go. The CC unfortunately has not landed yet, so it's not gonna be an easy picking. And how is AreZ gonna respond? Because I don't see the units coming to the rescue. There we go. They are going now.
Yeah, he was just a little bit preoccupied towards the south instead. So AreZ is having a much harder time dealing with this more Roach Ravager composition here from NeosShaggy. Meanwhile, NeosShaggy, mate, he's just taken every single base on his side of the map. He just finished up his upgrades as well. Pathogen Glands is finished up to go into Infestors, and he even has a Lurker Den.
NeosShaggy going to a big attack. Oh, he found his opponent on siege. So these roaches managed to enter, and they're gonna snipe these two CCs that are being built.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit more. It looks like he will get a kill, not a cancel on that CC.
Yeah, nice. Just at the exact moment that the systems were not on siege.
Very nicely timed there. Meanwhile, we do have Adaptive Talons on the way. NeosShaggy has decided I am switching into Lurkers. We'll see if that's going to be the right choice. He even has a couple of Infestors on the way. Again, I love the way that his army is being rounded out.
164 supply for AreZ, 164 NeosShaggy. Finally, I was about to make a comment how the 3-3 of AreZ was a little bit late. You know, the previous game was like Bloodwar, but now finally 3-3 is on the way for him. And yeah, this is a really nice moment for him because 2-2 has not yet finished for his opponent.
True. This is a little bit of an anti-timing here. NeosShaggy has to buy a little bit more time. In a couple of seconds, his upgrades are going to finish up. He did just lose one of his Lurkers. But we'll see how he's able to hold on here. You know, Lurkers against a massive wave of tanks.
Oh, these poor roaches, mate. They never had a chance. But they are Lurkers. They need to be careful. That's a lot of his Cyclones are on very low health.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't really seen Lurkers against mech too often. We'll see how it goes. What's important, though, is that these Lurkers do not have the range upgrade, but the Lings are coming in.
Ooh. Yeah, a lot of Zerlings are coming in along with Infestors. They are going to try and surround all of these tanks. There are no Hellions, no Hellbats here to defend. So yeah, the Lings are gonna be clean, but they destroy a lot of tanks, a lot of big army here.
Yeah, that was a great trade for NeosShaggy, but AreZ still has so much more behind this. Another wave of units is coming to help reinforce this army. There's some tanks in the backline. Maybe they can be moved forward a little bit more. It looks like AreZ has to wait a little bit longer, but there we go. He's unsieging. He's moving forward.
Yeah, so sieging, moving forward. NeosShaggy has no vision of this, so it's gonna be too late once he's realized that his opponent is moving the tanks. And what does NeosShaggy has to defend this? Where are the Zerlings? Where are the Hydralics, mate? There's only a couple of... Oh, the Zerlings are on the other side of the map. Nice counter-attack by NeosShaggy. There is nothing to defend, and it's gonna be a really weird base trade. I'm not sure if it's really a good idea, but he's gonna try it anyway. Oh no, and the choke point, mate.
Exactly.
Bottleneck.
There are reinforcements. The choke point is real. AreZ, he defends at home. He cleans everything up. And on the other side of the map, he will get this hatchery. In the process, NeosShaggy also lost a decent amount of his Lurkers. He is rebuilding the Lurkers, and he has Vipers on the way, which is great. But the Vipers need a lot of time. They need to be built, and then they need to suck on some buildings. Like, it's going to be a while before they have energy to really do too much.
Yeah, it is... almost. Meanwhile, oh, another run by here of Hellions that turned into Hellbats to the other side of the map. No, there were not many workers here to destroy, but it is still mining time loss and more that NeosShaggy needs to be worrying about. Meanwhile, the main army of AreZ is pushing slowly but surely across the map.
Yeah, I'm really worried about NeosShaggy because I mentioned it earlier. He didn't get Seismic Spines. He hasn't got Lurker range, and he never started it. Because of that, like, these Lurkers, they are just worse than these tanks, straight up. Like, we need Lurker range, puppy. Without it, they're just gonna get bullied around. And NeosShaggy is going for another big counterattack.
Yes, another big counterattack, but there should be units here to defend. Oh no, these poor Hellions, they were in move command. A planetary fortress that is gonna go down, definitely. Plus another free CC here. This is the moment that AreZ needs to, like, unsiege and just move forward with his main army.
Exactly. Meanwhile, you know what? Like, NeosShaggy is doubling down with his counterattack. He does end up burying his lurkers here offensively at the third base location. The reinforcements of AreZ are not enough. It looks like he wants to turn around.
Oh my god, he caught all these tags on Siege, mate, and with the lurkers, and a lot of tanks are going down, but there's not enough lurkers. There's a more mech here.
Oh my god, so AreZ, he wins the trade across the map, but he's losing a lot of his infrastructure. A lot of the factories are being lifted up here, and the third base has been broken.
Yes, and AreZ is coming back with the tanks. I don't know if I like it, mate.
I don't know if he can do anything back at home. We'll see. The reinforcements, sorry, the tanks coming back home. They're being caught in the middle of the process, and the Viper.
The Viper goes down, unfortunately. But yeah, what a weird base race. Where are the rest of the tanks for AreZ? Where are they coming back? Oh no, they were intercepted by Lynx.
The Lynx caught all the tanks. The tanks will go down. But with these Liberators, NeosShaggy cannot force his way into the natural base. He has been stopped by the Libs.
Yeah, but can he stop the rest of the army? There's still a lot of Hydras and a lot of lurkers. Finally he did. But the question is, at what cost, mate? He lost 30 workers in the process.
Yeah, and mate, AreZ, I was wondering, where's his army right now? He left a lot of tanks across the map. They've just been chilling here the entire time. And that was a questionable fight there by NeosShaggy. I don't know if you saw with his lurkers and Hydras, he tried to dive on top of the tanks with his Hydras, not the Liberators. So some questionable prioritization there with his army, and that may just be it, because now AreZ, he's defended and his army is still strong.
Mate, this is the vengeance for the 30 workers that he lost, mate. No, this whole middle line is gonna fall. 14 workers killed by the Hellions, and the Hellions survive.
Yeah, the Hellions survive. They will be able to live to see another day. Worker counts pretty even, which means the Zerg player is behind. AreZ does have mules available to him as well, and this mech army is still looking terrifying. I'm waiting for the moment where AreZ feels confident enough to push out again.
My god, mate, there are 16 tanks in the map.
It's a lot of
16 tanks.
16 tanks against 6 lurkers, mate. Oh my god. Here we go. I mean, again, AreZ, he's just recuperating. He's just trying to lick his wounds, take more bases. The main CC is being lifted off. Meanwhile, okay, a couple of reinforcing tanks or a couple of tanks get caught in the middle of the map.
Oh, this poor tank.
The tank is going to get dealt with. The Hellion run by gets shut down as well. So at least NeosShaggy is able to hold on to what little bases he has. He has been trying to drone up a little bit as well. It looks like, yeah, both players, they're stabilizing.
Yes, they're stabilizing. 64 workers and 61 workers respectively for each. But currently NeosShaggy is up in the army supply, and he's gonna use it. This base is completely undefended. The planetary is not done, and yeah, immediately he leaves off. He saves whatever he can. And what is the army here for AreZ?
Yeah, he just wasn't in position. Now he is rotating around with with his tanks, with his Thors, but he's being spread a little bit too thin here. He cannot expand on the left hand side of the map. He has to take another base.
Yes, and he takes the forward base here for Terran player. Possibly the most scary of all bases to take if you're a Terran player.
Yeah, it's very, very exposed, very wide open spaces surrounding it. But I do think that AreZ kind of missed an opportunity to attack earlier. Now NeosShaggy, he's basically about to max out. He has been able to re-drone. He's getting his bases back up and running, double expanding.
Yeah, NeosShaggy looking good. The question is he gonna be able to survive whatever AreZ is gonna throw him as well? Because here we go. We have a lot of tanks, we have a lot of Thors. We're lacking a little bit in the Hellion Hellbat department, in my opinion. Like, enough service. Oh no, the choke point here.
Oh no! 3 tanks go down for free, but at the same time, the Liberators are going to be able to get 3 lurkers. At the same time, though, the main army does get the most exposed base.
Yeah, the base is completely destroyed,
Oh,
and mate, I feel that AreZ is this is the beginning of the end for him. There's not enough tanks here to defend, and the Hydras and Zerglings are just gonna walk through.
true. The defenses are not good enough. AreZ doesn't turn around, by the way. He's going to lose the base, and he's going to gain a base, I guess, across the map. But you know what? NeosShaggy, he can keep going. He's not going to get stopped. He can take down everything here.
Yes, and he will. He is on top of the on top of the bases of his opponent. He just needs to enter the main base, and it's basically done, mate. Because what mining bases are left for AreZ, mate? Only the tier one.
Yeah,
This is basically the only mining base. If it falls, it's game over.
Exactly. Speaking of falling, his precious base is also under threat as well by all these lurkers. AreZ is all in, but he is down in supply. He has sure tank Thor lib, which is good, but he just doesn't have enough of it. What a scrappy game.
Yeah, what a scrappy game. NeosShaggy. Okay, NeosShaggy's army has come back, and yeah, I think he just needs to surround this army, clean it, and there we go, mate. Because now he is almost 100 supply ahead of his opponent.
Yeah, he just needs to pull the trigger, mate. He's going to be going for the mass surround. There's almost nothing left here. Maybe he's waiting for the moment where he unsieges. No, he's just going for it.
Yeah, he's going for it. I think he has more than enough with enough lurkers. Hydralis, mate. That is a lot of DPS, and there we go. The army is completely clean. And now NeosShaggy is just gonna A-click across the map, and there we go.
Yeah, we have nothing left. We have half a mining base here. We have a natural that's empty, a main that's empty. We have, I guess, the triangular third that's going to be retaken. AreZ, he's huffing a lot of copium right now, trying to stay in this game. He goes for a 3 Hellion run back. He's going to get drones.
Yeah, he's gonna get drones. A lot of drones, mate.
Oh my god.
A dozen drones, not bad, not bad. But the question is it gonna be enough?
Yeah, that is the real question. It looks like NeosShaggy does finally clean up all those Hellions. He's still ahead in drones, still ahead in workers, taking more bases. Oh boy, it's just right now, NeosShaggy's keeping himself back. He's maybe a little bit afraid that maybe AreZ has been able to rebuild, and he kind of has, but looking at the units tab, only 7 tanks.
Look, that tank is a good unit, okay? It's like a gun on wheels, okay?
Tanks are good. Are they good enough?
We're about to find out because the base is about to get sniped here by lurkers, and the tanks are here. Where is the scan?
Where's
the
the
scan? He doesn't have a scan.
The scan, he doesn't have an orbital. He doesn't have enough energy. He only has a single orbital, and it doesn't have enough energy. With that, finally we get the scan, but the planetary goes down. GG gets gold.
NeosShaggy, mate, with the comeback, we are going to go to the ace match. What a game!
Oh my god. What a wild ride. There was a moment there where I thought NeosShaggy was dead, and he almost was, but instead he went for a mass counterattack. He wreaked a lot of havoc across the map. There was a lot of chaos going on left and right. And we have a tied up series.
We have a tied up series, mate, and that is it. Game number 3 is gonna be the final map. And mate, I don't know who's going to take it.
I don't know either. Like, I do like the way that NeosShaggy adapted to AreZ in game number 2. Obviously, we saw him perform much better in comparison. Game 1 was we need to talk about game 1 with the +2 melee for the roaches, mate. So a much better executed style there from NeosShaggy. Can he keep it up? And for AreZ, maybe he's gonna set aside the fancy Cyclone mech, you know? Because specifically, I don't think the Cyclones were all too impactful that game.
Not really. I mean, I would have preferred if he invested more in tanks or in more Hellions. But yeah, mate, map number 3, Hardwire.
Oh yeah. Hardwire LE, much smaller compared to Glittering Ashes and 2000 Atmospheres, much more narrow, I think I would say. So yeah, there are potentially less spaces to take, but it's also quite easy to split in half here. So we may end up in another long game.
Another long game. So everyone, go and grab your water because this is gonna be a long one.
Oh yeah.
I unfortunately have no more water.
Oh no!
So I'm just gonna, die here in the next few hours.
God. Darking, he's dehydrated. He like popped his shoulder earlier as well, trying to stretch. Like, oh no.
I'm done, mate. I'm done.
This is the end.
I'm done, mate. Speaking of being done, here we have the orange shirt player. He's done playing with his opponent. He's done being a toy for him. This is oh, I forgot the name.
ZvT.
Thank you, Exeritus Ignot, NeosShaggy.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Hardwire LE, we have the Brazilian Terran player himself representing Eximius Gaming. It is AreZ. Oh boy, and I think we're both in agreement that AreZ is probably gonna go mech again. But, you know, what would you like to see differently compared to the previous game?
I don't know. I think a little bit of spice in life is good. So why not, VCs?
True. I don't know if we've seen AreZ go for just a BC opener into mech, right? Like, that's kind of...
We haven't. He just went straight into double factory.
Yeah. I question that a little bit because, like, there's a reason why BC into mech is so popular, you know? You get a lot of map control, you can commit to BCs and get Yamato as well, and you force your opponent to get Aspire, you force your opponent to get Corruptors, not Muters. Yeah, it just adds a different dynamic to the game. Completely.
Yeah, so we'll see if he wants to do it. We'll find out in a few minutes. Meanwhile, he opens with the standard Reaper expand. More importantly, I think was it Gas first? No, it wasn't Gas first, right? It was Rax Gas, I think.
Yeah. So, well, our standard expand here, Reaper's going across the map. The one difference, I don't know if you noticed.
It was Gas Reaper, gas Barracks. I mean, like, that's curious. But, okay, no, because usually when you open with Gas first as Terran, you can go for Factory instead of Reaper right from the go.
There you go. Oh boy. I think something that I'm a little bit perplexed by is, oh my god, the Reaper gets across. Oh my god, he's doing a drain. Oh, what about? Turn around. Ooh.
Oh, he did got it barely, but he did got it, mate. I thought that Reaper was about to get surrounded.
I thought so as well. I was very, very worried there for it. As oh my god, he's doing it, puppy. There's a reason why he got an early gas.
What? But wait, that is not a fusion core.
That is not a fusion core. We have a Ghost Academy on the way, puppy. He's going for it.
Shout out to Pyronike64 in the chat that he also has a good eye.
We'll address it at some point.
I don't know, mate. Will we?
Well, I don't know. It's a mystery. Who knows why it's there? Oh god. But yeah, like, we'll see how this goes. Obviously, we're gonna be seeing some ghosts. The role of the ghosts are to snipe all of those queens. Meanwhile, to deal with the lings, we're gonna be seeing Hellions. Now, there are two variants of this. There's the Hellion ghost version, or there's the Hellbat ghost version, which is a little bit more committed.
Yes, I don't think it's going to be the Hellbat version. I think it's going to be Hellion and see if AreZ can do just enough damage to get a get and has his mech like be really good the rest of the game. And that Overlord was not in a perfect positioning.
Yeah, exactly. The Overlord is going to be pushed away a little bit, but okay, it's going back.
The Overlord needs to return, mate, because that is the Overlord that will see the ghosts once they come out.
Yeah, it's literally the only thing across the map for NeosShaggy. He has to scout. Right now, he sees the Hellions moving out, which again is normal. Like, there's no red flags yet. The ghosts are still on the way. They're being banked up in the main base. Oh boy.
Meanwhile, the Hellions and Reapers are moving out. This, from the point of NeosShaggy, looks completely normal. Like, look for Reapers. For Hellions, one Reaper at this time. Sure, it's like nothing sketchy going on here. But little does NeosShaggy knows.
Little does he know, mate, that AreZ is a dirty player, mate. He's he's actually waiting for his medevac, and it looks like
Oh my god, it is the Hellbat version.
Yeah, the Hellbat variant. So again, a lot more committed. Damage has to be done with this. At the same time, we do see a little bit of a Ling run by, but the Hellions are here to push all of this back.
Yes, nice work there by AreZ. One thing that I will give AreZ, his defense is immaculate. Like he really knows how to wall.
Oh yeah, the wall is a wall, but the Hellions are being surrounded.
Yeah, Hellions have been surrounded. The Reaper as well. There's a lot of Sterlings here on the map, and with that, are they? Yeah, is this enough Hellions? I think it's enough Hellions. Yes, it is.
Mate.
And with that, AreZ keeps control of the map.
I'm really worried because NeosShaggy just made a wave of drones. He just made a massive wave of drones.
Mate, the Overlord that he had in the main base, he moved.
No, he moved the Overlord. He doesn't see what's coming his way. He keeps droning, by the way. He just made a second wave of drones, and he just lost the majority of his links. Looking at the units tab, he has 12 links to defend and 7 queens. The queens are pretty powerful, don't get me wrong, but that's the purpose of these ghosts.
Yeah, so they go into the sniper. There we go. Finally, NeosShaggy is gonna see him and he's like, oh shit. Look, the queens, they're running panic.
We already have a snipe there. One queen goes down. Transfuses are looking pretty good here, but another queen falls and the Hellbats are not too far behind. Lings are gonna try and get us around. Again, their goal of these Lings is to get on top of these ghosts.
3 queens already go down and mate, the units are gonna enter the main base, mate. I don't know why NeosShaggy gave them so much like space to walk, mate.
Yeah, and
now you just put a couple of Hellbats in the entrance, mate, and there we go.
Yeah, the full wall of is here. It's basically like a Protoss player throwing down a shield battery here on that ramp. The army is going to the main. Everything in the main is dead. NeosShaggy tries to go for a counterattack, but there are Hellions at home.
Oh no, mate, this is a little disaster here for our third player, mate. Not
Yeah, exactly. What I will say is that, I mean, the drones have survived for now. A lot of them have not gone down. So it's taking AreZ a while to really get damage done. But no, the drones!
Yes, and there we go. The drones are finally getting roasted, mate. The medivac is still alive. The main base is basically forfeit at this moment.
Yeah. Main base goes down. So will all these drones as well. NeosShaggy is buying a lot of time, though. These are a lot of Lings that he's banking up.
Yes, and there we go. Main base is done, mate. And another queen that goes down. And no, the Hellions are going down, and the Zerlings are not enough. No, you cannot send them in pieces. No,
not like this. All the Lings go down. A couple of Roaches are on the way, but again, mate, they're just gonna get sniped. And the Roach Warren is exposed.
Roach Warren is gonna go down as well, mate. Mate, are we gonna see the end of the game now?
I think this is it, mate. What's crazy is the reinforcements are here. This is the nail in the coffin. We even have a Liberator because why the hell not? Everything at the natural base is going to go down. A couple of Roaches are being popped out, which is great, but there's just not enough, especially because the Roach Warren has fallen. This is all the Roaches we're going to see, and they're dead.
Yeah, they're dead, mate. They're dead. Even the Spine Crawler doesn't get a single shot out, and that is it, mate. That's 39 supply, of which 20 is workers.
The Hellbat Ghost does it. GG, good luck, and AreZ takes the series 2-1.
Oh, God. What a game. What a build. I'm gonna try that on ladder later.
Oh my god. Again.
AreZ, if you're watching this, send me the replay, please.
GG, well played. To be fair, why did it look so good? Funada NeosShaggy, he never scouted the main base. The Overlord never went in, which was weird because there was only one Marine stopping him. Like, even in the previous games, he would send in the Overlord anyway, right? Just to confirm what was in the main base, but this game, for some reason, he decided not to.
Look, I think he went a little bit too overconfident, mate. You know, his opponent opened twice with double factory, and he's like, oh, he's gonna open double factory again, of course. And no, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
GG, well played. And with that, AreZ moves on to a qualifying match where he is gonna face the boy himself, the golden boy, Tavo, in a best of 5.
Yeah, best of 5, mate. ZvT. Again, Brazil versus Peru. Yesterday, Brazil won. Can Brazil do it again?
True. Oh god.
Meanwhile, mate, we can talk about the rest of the bracket because the other qualifying match has already begun.
Oh, which Protoss player is facing eggs in the qualifier?
The Peruvian one.
Oh, what's shaking my head.
Yeah, it was Scions who defeated Infants on 2-1. So it is now Scions versus X in a best of 5 for the qualifying match, mate.